Hello, my name is Liz, and I will be guiding you through a 45-minute rhythm and flow class today. As you can see, I just brought two blocks but to have with my mat, and no blankets, no straps, no pillows, bolsters, but please feel free to incorporate them into your practice today. I felt that blocks were going to be necessary for some of the postures to really help support me. So if you don't have any yoga blocks handy, please feel free to use a wall, a chair, an ottoman, anything you might have, at home, anywhere around you. So yeah, finding your prop before we begin. Taking a few deep breaths in a comfortable standing position, mountain pose, lift through the chest, soften the knees. Our stance is wide. Shine your palms forward, take an inhale through the nose, release through the mouth. One more of these cleansing breaths. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, hook your thumbs together. Exhale, reach to the right. Ground through your right heel to keep the right side of the body lifted. Feel a deep stretch through the left side. Inhale, lift and reach up towards your center. Exhale over to the left side. Ground through your left heel. Right side opens up. Inhale, reach to the center. Bringing the weight into that right foot. If you're comfortable, let's step back with the left foot, bending into the right knee, reaching to the right. Notice the stretch deepens slightly. Inhale, step back to center, reach tall. Exhale, right leg steps behind, bend your left knee. Nice curtsy side stretch. Inhale to center. Exhale, the palms down by the sides. Moving straight into a pranayama. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. On an exhale, open the chest to the right side, bring the arms down. Inhale, unwinding to your center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And your movements can increase in speed. And let's coordinate the breath. At the top of your inhale, we can't breathe in anymore. Our arms are up top. And then as you begin to exhale, as soon as the arms reach the furthest point, hanging down, we're unable to breathe anymore out. Our arms and our breath reach the peak together and relax, letting go together. Keep the knees soft. Keep the core engaged, the belly button drawing in. One more time on each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Inhale the arms to center. We're continuing the breath, our angel wings. Exhale down. Adding an element of balance. So as we inhale, once we get about halfway, this is when I like to start incorporating the balance. I begin to lift the heels coming onto the toes. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Beginning to lift and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now the balance is important because we're going to utilize balance further in our practice today. However, if you start overcompensating to keep your balance and you start holding your breath, we don't want to start holding our breath. So always keep your breath consistent. And if you need to change your balance, it's perfectly fine. Maybe we stay planted on the mat for another breath or two before you move back to lifting onto the toes. Three more breaths together. So we're not only improving our balance here and tapping into that skill, we're also coming back down into our bodies. Last breath. We're getting out of our head, out of our thoughts. Okay, keep the feet planted. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Find a deep stretch here, maybe slightly lean back. If you're uncomfortable with a back bend, arms overhead, let's bring the hands to touch at the back of the small of the back, right on the sacrum. I like to bring my pinkies together. Draw your elbows towards each other. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the neck and chest actively reaching up. Lift your gaze. Inhale, come to a standing position. That was our camel pose. Exhale to forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. The lower body is still here. Allow the upper body to sway. So this is part of our 7 spine. So far, we've done the curtsy side stretches, the twist, the lift up towards the sky, and now the forward fold is very important before we begin. Let's inhale to a halfway lift. We're going to be at the top of our mat. Feet are hip distance. Lengthen the crown of the head towards the wall in front of you. Straighten the spine. Fingertips can be at the mat, a block, or the shins. This is our half lift. Exhale to forward fold. Allow the neck and the arms to hang heavy. Step both feet back, coming to a high or low plank. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Spread the fingertips wide. Practice pressing into the pads of the knuckles and the fingertips. Inhale in a high or low plank. If our knees are lifted and we're in our high plank, let's lower the knees. Inhale here, shift the shoulders forward slightly. Exhale, bend the elbows, reach the chest forward. Elbows hug the ribs as you lower. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lift up and back. Keep the elbows hugging the body. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly walking baby steps towards the top of the mat. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. As many baby steps as you can. Weight is in the chest and shoulders. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms overhead, deep breath. Exhale, bend the knees, arms stay lifted, chair pose. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Relax the shoulders, soften your gaze somewhere in front of you. One more breath in, maybe sinking lower. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Step your right leg back, lower the back knee. Let's bring our blocks into play here, bringing them up on each side of this left leg that's in front. Bring the hands to the hips or overhead. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, straighten your front leg, flex the toes towards you, and the hips will come directly back. Notice if our hip is sinking to the right because we brought this hip back. If we're feeling that and we cannot draw it back to center, even with the block's assistance, let's scoot these front toes forward and then draw the hips back. Actively reach the heart forward towards your foot, towards your toes. Imagine that there is a string connected to the both shoulders, behind the shoulders, and that someone is pulling them gently to open your chest and shoulders up. Notice my straight spine here. Continue to lengthen through the crown of the head. Now slowly inhale, bend into your front knee to a low lunge. Deep breath. Exhale, plant the palms. Heel toe your left foot out, the front foot, and bring your left hand to the inside of the foot. Now here we have a few options. We can stay with this back knee lowered, or we can lift the back knee. Continue to reach the shoulders away from the ears. Heart actively reaches forward. Maybe we round the upper back. Imagine that there's a magnet hooked around the hip area, and then the opposite side of this magnet is the earth. And the earth is pulling the hips gently down towards the mat. Slowly and gently opening up our hips before we continue. This will be relevant later on in our sequence. We're starting a little bit slower, but it will pick up, I promise. And if you feel it later or now, you can bring a block and you can lower your forearms. I'm not as flexible in my hips, but if you would like to and it's in your practice, you can lower both of your forearms. Or you can lower them to the mat as well. Some people lower their forearms all the way down to the mat. So let's bring this left hand back outside, heel toe your foot back to center so your hips are squared here. Keep the right hand planted. Inhale the left fingertips to the sky. If your back knee is resting on the mat, let's lift it up. Revolved crescent lunge. Deep breath. See if you can bring the weight out of this right hand. One more inhale. Exhale, plant the left palm, step the foot back. Inhale to high or low plank. Exhale, lower the knees. Then the chest, shifting the shoulders slightly forward. Elbows hug as you lower. Inhale, half lift to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Exhale, walk or hop forward. Forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Utkatasana. This is one of my favorites. We have a lot of chairs coming up. Deep breath in. Exhale to forward fold, whenever that is for you. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Step your left leg back. Lower the knee. Inhale, arms raise. Now we're coming back into our monkey pose. So grabbing our blocks if we need them. Remembering if we need to scoot the front toes forward for more space in our hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, send the hip back. Flex the toes towards you. Reach the heart forward. Notice the deep stretch through the hamstring. If your hip draws off to the left, let's bring it back to our center. And notice if you even need a prop here. If you have flexible hamstrings, you can reach the fingertips towards the mat, or you can bring the hands to the hips. This will put more pressure on your hamstring, but if you'd like to challenge yourself and there's no pain or discomfort, please feel free to do so. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, let's reach the foot forward, bend into the leg. Plant the feet as you exhale. Bring the right hand inside of the foot. Heel toe this right foot out to the side. Lifting the back knee if you feel comfortable doing so. Lizard lunge here. And if you'd like to, I'm going to start making circles on the ball of the back foot. Still imagining that magnet from the hips connecting down towards the earth. If you start creating circles on the ball of that back foot, make sure to switch directions. If you need to lower down for a deeper stretch or to even feel anything, please feel free to do so. Heel toe that right foot back in. Left hand stays planted. Inhale, right arm towards the sky. Begin drawing the navel in, lifting the belly off of the thigh if it's resting on the thigh. See if you can bring the weight out of the hands so much. Into the legs. Bring the weight into the legs. Inhale, one more breath. Exhale, plant the palm. Step back to high or low plank. Now incorporating a bit of a challenge through our chaturanga or forelimb staff. Keep the knees lifted. Inhale. Weight shifts forward. Exhale. Elbows hug as you lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping or hopping forward, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Adding on to our sequence, moving right into the next part. One more breath, sinking lower. Exhale to fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right leg back, lower the knee. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, monkey pose or half split. As we're here, let's point our toe and then flex it. 2 more. Make sure your hips aren't drawing to one side. Bring them back to the center. Beautiful. Inhale, forward. Low lunge. Exhale. Planting the right palm. Lifting up here. Very nice. And begin moving the weight into this front leg. We're coming into a balanced posture. If this balanced posture isn't for you, then please stay here. We can bring the outside of the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. If this is a challenge for you, if this is a challenge for you enough, then we'll stay here, or we'll move directly into our balanced posture. So bringing a block somewhere in front of you, bringing the weight into this front left leg, bringing the right hand to a block, lift that left arm to the sky. Revolved half moon. Breathing here. Bring that left hand to the earth, standing split. Draw the navel in. Walk the hands close to the foot. Breathing here. Exhale, forward fold. Bring that right foot down. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, chair pose. A lot of leg work today. Keep the belly button drawn in. Keep the chest, shoulders relaxed. One more breath as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Stepping left leg back, lowering knee. Inhale, arms raised. Get your blocks ready. Exhale, monkey pose, half split. Point and flexing the toe 3 times. Please be patient with your body. Make sure you're holding this posture correctly. And then begin to feel the stretch from the hamstring when we flex through the top of the foot as you point. Inhale forward. Deep breath, low lunge. Exhale. Bring the palms to the mat. Inhale, right arm to the sky, making sure our left hand is planted. Holding for a moment before we move on. Now, if we brought the hands to heart center, and then brought the elbow, exhale, twist, revolved crescent lunge here. Feel free to stay here on this side, or we can bring the weight forward into the front leg. Bring this left hand to the block in front of us. Flex that left foot that's lifted. Revolved half moon pose. One more breath, actively flexing the lifted foot, reaching forward, planting both hands towards the top of the mat, squaring the hips up, standing split, walk the hands back down towards the leg. Forward fold, release the foot to the top of the mat. Inhale to half raise, exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, prayer to heart center. Taking 2 more of these breaths together. One more. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, bend the knees, keep the arms lifted, chair pose. Bring the weight into the left foot. Lift your right heel. Begin to lift this foot over the left ankle. Right foot comes over. Sink deeper into your left knee. If you feel like you don't need the hands on the hips, this will create more stability. Let's circle the right arm over the left. Lift the elbows high. Eagle pose. Beautiful. Find your point of focus somewhere in front of you, your drishti. Breathing here. Slowly begin to unwind. Bring the hands to the hips. Press this right heel back as you forward fold, standing split again. Very nice. Now from here, moving very slowly and mindfully, begin to bend your left knee. Bring the right knee behind the foot, lower the shin to the mat, and turn to the opposite side. So we're turning to the left side of the mat. Sit both sit bones evenly. Inhale, reach this arm towards the sky. It'll be your right arm. Exhale, twisting to the left. This is our half Lord of the Fishes pose. Breathing here. Feel a nice stretch through the glute. Also a nice twist going. Unwind, inhale towards your center. Extend both feet out on the mat. Staff pose. Our feet are flexed. Our back is engaged. Press the fingertips or the palms down by the hips. Flex your toes back towards you to see if you can lift the heels off of the mat. Almost every muscle in our body is engaged during this posture. There's neck, shoulders, back, thighs, calves, heels, and release. Plant the hands back behind you. Lift the hips towards the sky, reverse plank, and hold. And gently lowering down. Cross the feet in front of you, come to the hands and the knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, walk forward, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Last part of our sequence together. Exhale, chair pose. Draw the navel in. Reach the arms forward. Feel like Superman traveling forward through the sky as your sit bones reach down and back. One more breath in, maybe sinking lower. Bring the weight into your right leg this time. Lift your left heel. Slowly begin to move the left foot over the right knee. This time, left arm comes over the right elbow. Lift your elbows high as you hug the shoulders. Sink deeper into the right knee. Find your point of focus. Breathe into the space. See if you can keep the hips squared to the top of the mat. And know that it's okay if we fall out of it. Bring the hands to the hips, unwind the arms. Straighten that left leg, press your right heel towards the back room. Forward fold with the arms standing split, square off those hips. Begin to bend this right knee, bring it behind the left heel. Lower your shin to the mat. Sit your sit bones down, turning open to the right side of the mat. Wiggling your feet and your hips until your both sit bones are evenly resting on the mat. Inhale, reach the arms, the left arm overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Half Lord of the Fishes. Making sure our front foot is planted. Nice little twist. Again, feeling this connection From the back through the leg, nice stretch through the glute. Inhale, unwind. Extend the feet out in front of you. Staff pose, engage the body. See if you can lift the heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, almost there, 1. Relax. Let's plant the hands down behind us. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the hips, reverse plank. Holding for 3. Continue to breathe. 2. And 1. Lower the sit bones. Bend the knees. Scoot the sit bones forward towards the top center of the mat. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Exhale, draw the chin in towards the chest. Curl the back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, curl back. Walk the hands down the thighs until we're laying on our backs here. Beautiful. Bring that right knee in towards the chest. Release the left leg to the mat. Breathing here. Feel free to open this right knee up to the side. Make sure both of your hips and shoulders are evenly resting. Softening through the muscles of the face. Feel free to close your eyes. If you have a yoga strap handy, a blanket, a t-shirt, or we can use our peace fingers. Hook those around the big toe. Extend this right leg straight out. This is dependent on our hamstring flexibility. If we do straighten the leg, make sure the full back and shoulders are resting evenly on the mat. This is optional. Let's bring this knee back into center. Bring the left knee in, release the right leg slowly, relaxing down. Hold the knee here just for a second. Then if we decide to open it up, please feel free to do so. Notice where your mind takes you as we begin to slow down. Let's bring our focus and our awareness back to the breath and breath sensations. Hooking our yoga strap or our peace fingers around this leg if we did extend the other. If your leg is extended, let's relax the inner thigh, softening through there. Bring the knee back in. Bring your right knee in to meet it. And let's do some rocks or circles to massage the back and the hips. Relaxing with each movement. Tuning in to how your body is feeling, where you're feeling. Notice the sensations throughout your muscles. Maybe you're feeling muscles that you haven't felt in a while, or since before your practice started today. Now you're noticing different areas of the body that are sore or more open and feel more relaxed. Let's bend the knees and turn the soles of the feet towards the sky. Create space between the knees. Thread your hands towards your center and grabbing your shins, your ankles, or the outsides of your feet. Happy baby pose. Feel free to stay at center in stillness or add a little rock side to side. Continuing to breathe deeply. Slowing down. Releasing the feet, knees come to the center of the chest, arms down by the sides, placing the palms face down onto the earth. If we don't have the space available for our arms, let's bend the elbows, palms towards the sky, cactus arms. Inhaling here, exhale, knees fall slowly to the right, gaze to the left, 2-knee twist. If you're feeling that you're tensing in the hips or you're having trouble with the knee sort of hovering, if the knees and feet are hovering, you can move them further down towards the bottom of the mat or bring a block or a pillow, a blanket between the knees. That way we can ease any tension out of the hips here. Give something the knees to rest on. Allow yourself to let go. Removing the pillow, blanket, or block. On an inhale, press through the arms, engage the core of the body, bring the knees up to center. Exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest, counter pose, and release your hug. Arms come back down to the sides. Inhale. Exhale, knees fall to the left, gaze falls to the right. Bringing back your block, your pillow or blanket between the knees or the thighs if you'd like it. I invite you to close your eyes. Giving yourself permission to relax and let go. Nothing else in the world matters in this moment. Just you and your breath. Breathing slowly and relaxed as possible. There's no expectations, no judgment. Just you existing in this moment. Removing your prop if you have one between the knees. Inhale, press through the arms, engage the core, knees to center. Exhale, hug the knees, counter pose. Releasing your hug, doing any last few rocks or circles with the knees that you might want to do. Back and shoulders are resting, your neck is relaxed, maybe your eyes are closed. Experimenting with the movement, knowing that it's okay. No one's watching, no one's judging. It's just you finding what feels best, what feels right in today's practice, and maybe just experimenting in general with movement and how different movements massage different areas, different muscles. Bring the knees back to center, and one leg at a time, stretch the legs out to the corners of the mat. Arms fall open beside the body, corpse pose, Savasana. If you have a cloth or a t-shirt, a blanket, feel free to bring that over the eyes to block out light. And the slight weight over the eyelids can help induce a deeper relaxation, easing tension. It can help take you there. And as we end our practice today, I'd like to begin Savasana with a meditation called Soft Belly. Let's start by relaxing from the crown of the head down through the body. So the forehead softening, the space between the brow. Relax your eyelids, your cheeks, and your jaw. Allow the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. The neck, the shoulders, and the chest grow heavier, softer. Feel the belly rise as you inhale and lower as you exhale. The hips, the legs, down through the feet grow heavier, more relaxed. Come back to the belly. Inhale, feel it expand, and exhale, softening towards the mat. Inhale, thinking the word soft, and exhale, thinking the word belly. Inhale, soft. Exhale, belly. Inhaling, soft. Exhale, belly. Continue this at your own pace, just thinking the words. Soft, belly. Inhaling, soft. Exhale, belly. Notice how your breath has gradually slowed down. With the deeper breaths, maybe you feel more relaxed, more at ease. Inhaling, soft. Exhale, belly. Beginning to move your fingers and your toes, sending your energy and your awareness through the body, down the arms to the hands, wiggling fingertips, down the legs to the feet, stretching the toes, pointing and flexing the feet. Slowly rolling onto either side of the body. Taking your time, bend your knees, and then begin to gently fall to one side. Relaxing here. Noticing how you're feeling. Speak it to yourself in your mind. Right now, I am feeling calm, tired, peaceful, anything that comes to mind. Very, very slowly sitting up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. There's no rush here. Crossing the feet at the shins or the ankles in a nice crisscross position. Taking a moment here to settle in. On an inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Feel a deep stretch through the arms, the shoulders. Exhale, lower your palms to heart center, Anjali Mudra. This mudra can assist us in deepening our concentration and meditation, balancing both hemispheres, left and right, of our body, bringing them into a nice full cycle. As we end our practice, I would like to practice the mantra OM and share that with you. OM is the sound or vibration of the universe, the frequency at which all beings and all things exist. It is said that when repeating the mantra OM in a chanting practice or just before or after your yoga practice, this can ease any tension, relaxing the body, the parasympathetic nervous system, and just bring peace overall. So doing 3 ohms as we end. Feel free to stay silent or join in with me. Let's breathe in through the nose, the first breath. Sigh out of the mouth, cleansing breath. Inhale to Om. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your practice. I look forward to seeing you in the future during other practices, whether it is rhythm and flow, power yoga, or prenatal together. As they say, the beautiful light that shines within me honors and recognizes the glorious bright light that shines within you. Namaste. If you have any questions for us here at House of Rhythm, please feel free to message us on social media or reach out through our contact form on our website, houseofrhythom.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.